Do it.
Welcome back to another food review. Today we're going to be trying the new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper from Burger King, as well as their fiery mozzarella sticks, and I got the buffalo sauce for dipping. As always, this will be awkward as ever, and my sister's here for moral support.
Yeah. Said that for 10 minutes. I wanted to do it.
I'm going to start with the side first, because it's a great meal without a side. And try just the sauce first. Has the tang you want. Kind of wish
It looks weird.
orange.
Color is weird.
It's orange. The buffalo sauce is supposed to be orange, but not like that.
Not this.
It's like a creamy
Not
orange
this.
color. It's off. It kind of has more of a creamy taste than a normal buffalo sauce would. But overall, 7 out of 10 on the sauce. Now,
It doesn't have a good pull.
you can tell these aren't fresh, and
Which is crazy. It's 11:30 in the fucking morning.
yeah, I know. They just started serving lunch.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as good as a pull as the Chili's mozzarella sticks you'd be seeing online. So normal.
They do have mozzarella sticks on.
Yeah, and they're square, like a phone. But the pull is immaculate.
Nah, I'll just stick with my Southwestern egg rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Them shits hit.
I'm gonna try. I pulled it in half. That way I could try like a bite with just it by itself, and then a bite with the buffalo sauce. So.
It's a mozzarella stick. There's no kick.
There's a slight trying to do something, but it was mostly
It's a mozzarella stick.
mostly nothing. I wish that it was bigger, because this is as thick
wish
as
it
their
was
fries. Okay.
Like, I wish it was what? Because they have it advertised as fiery, and I don't know.
Fire and wet does not, no.
Okay. I don't know. In my head, it's saucy. It's supposed to be saucy. So I wish they were like a little wet.
Speaking of saucy, we're now going to dip them into the sauce. See what the vibe is with that. No. There you go.
That
Two
buffalo
different
sauce-
experiences.
That buffalo sauce has no kick in it whatsoever.
Yeah, they made it a lot more creamy than it was supposed to be spicy. So it's kind of a letdown.
Now, what happened to the fire? Like, when they did it before, the fiery, with like the fiery Sprite and everything?
Fiery
That
Sprite
was-
actually had a
That
kick.
was good.
It's pretty damn good.
Remember that lady asked us if it tasted like Fireball?
Uh-huh. It had kind of the same feeling,
Yeah, it had the same, like,
but a different kick.
it had no burn. It definitely didn't have the alcohol, but yeah, a lady would go get Burger King and we ordered 2 fiery Sprites. And the worker lady, she was asking us about it and it asked us if it was good, and then she was like, "It tastes like Fireball." And Riley and I just started laughing.
It was our first time trying it, so we don't know, lady. I don't know. Overall, mozzarella sticks, 4 out of 10. Could be better.
They're a decent mozzarella stick.
Could be a lot worse. A
Facts.
lot worse.
They're a decent mozzarella stick.
Now moving on to the Dragon Flame grilled Whopper. I think this has bacon on it as well. Oh my.
That looks sickening.
Oh.
That looks sickening.
It does indeed have bacon and cheese, tomatoes, which I don't like.
That looks like that's gonna fuck you up.
But I'll keep it on. Black sesame seeds, red dye to the max in this goddamn bun. Especially in some spots where it's literally just red. It's also smiling at me with sesame seeds on the bottom.
You know, I'm gonna say something. No, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it because it's gonna ruin your appetite.
I'm gonna try this.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna ruin your appetite.
I'm gonna try this. She was supposed to be here for moral support, now she's just being weird.
Oh,
my lord.
That was concerning.
So exactly like the mozzarella sticks, there is no hint of spice whatsoever in the burger. This is probably one of the flattest Burger King burgers I've ever seen. And there's like no spice whatsoever. There's nothing.
The black sesame seeds were a choice.
They went with black to try to contrast, but
what does that look like to you?
bugs.
I was gonna say something else. Looks like rat shit.
Okay. Well,
Am I wrong?
I'm going for another bite.
Why is it so wet? A burger shouldn't be that wet.
That's all a Burger King though. Again, like I said earlier, there's no sense of any heat whatsoever. No heat anywhere. It kind of tastes worse than just a regular Whopper. And it's literally just a regular Whopper with a red dye.
Yeah, but that food dye fucks it up. And bacon. And the lettuce is also pretty shit. That's not good lettuce. That's wilting.
Yeah, but I expect that from Burger King.
Fair. Why did they put so much fucking mayo on it?
They load this bitch up with mayo. It's a lot. I mean, overall, I wouldn't recommend getting any of this bullshit. If you want a good burger, McDonald's has decent ones. Your fast food joints are going to have decent ones, but I feel like overall shitty. Very shitty. Especially Burger King. Burger King is the low of the low.
Burger King's not that bad. I don't mind a Whopper every now and then.
Fair.
Not that.
Not that.
Not that. Try your Schweppes. Your Schweppes.
My Schweppes. Schweppes! So overall, burger, another 4 out of 10, which 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 7, 15, 15, that's just straight down the middle. That's a 5 out of 10. 50% Burger King, you got a 50% rating.
Hey, in some places that's passing, baby. In some places that's passing.
It's edible. I'll give you that. That's about it. If it had any kind of heat, it would bring it up tremendously.
Well, yeah, because it's advertised as fire. Well, not the burger. Not the burger. The burger's not advertised as fire.
The burger is advertised as Dragon Flame Grilled,
Yeah. So
which
what-
makes
what
me
is that?
think it would be some type of heat.
That's fair, but it's not advertised as fire, and they could make a point if they
Fair.
wanted to say it was going to be hot.
Fair.
I just don't know why. What about How to Train Your Dragon makes you think this fucking color?
They did the same thing with Spider-Man. I think one of the animated Spider-Man movies, either Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse. They did a red.
Yeah,
or
but that
black.
makes sense.
Okay, but like,
That's Spider-Man. One, if there's two main colors, is red. That makes sense. It's gonna be red. This don't make
That's-
sense.
well, dragon, fire, flame. That's what they were going for.
Okay, yeah, you know what?
Horrible.
You
Like,
know what? You got me there.
straight shit.
You're sweat.
My palate cleanser of the day to get rid of all this bullshit is a nice, refreshing Schweppes Raspberry Ginger Ale.
Would it be fancy to use a straw?
No. I've drank a whole.
Micro error.
I drank a whole case of this already. This is the
That you
last
did.
one. Did yard work yesterday. Drank 2 of these. Yeah. Refreshing. Make a third one with supper. Straight down the palate.
That's wild. Oh.
But yeah, overall, 5 out of 10. Overall. Pretty shit. Would not recommend. I don't know, man. It is some bullshit.